Hello and welcome back to Storytime at Nana's house. So glad to have you here once again. The book I'm excited to share right now, it is from Fancy Nancy and it is called Nancy's Dog Show Disaster. And this book was published by my friends over at Bendon who give me permission to share right now. So here we go. Ooh la la! Bree and I are watching a dog show on TV. Dog shows are tres elegant. Dogs do tricks to show how talented they are, and then a judge decides which dog is best. That lucky dog wins a trophy. Too bad Frenchie can't be in a dog show, I tell Bree. Since he's the fanciest dog in the world, he would win for sure. Then I get an idea that is fantastica. That's French for fantastic. We can have a dog show in my backyard. Oh yeah, says Bree. I can enter Waffles and Lionel can enter his dog Flash. And we can ask Rhonda and Wanda to be the judges since they don't have a dog, I say. I'll spread the word. Then I'll get Waffles so we can practice, Bree says. I can't wait to start. I can see that Frenchie is excited too. Oh, Frenchie, once you win the dog show, everyone will see what I already know, that you're the fanciest dog in the world, I say. Just imagine all the sublime tricks he'll do. He'll jump through hoops and dance on 2 feet. The judges will be dazzled. That's fancy for they'll love it. I know we will win that trophy. What do you think? Do you think Frenchie's going to win? Bree arrives with Waffles. We're ready to practice, she says. Since I'm practically an expert at dog shows, I explain how it's done. A dog show has 2 parts, I say. The plain part and the fancy part. The plain part is when the dogs show that they're obedient. That's fancy for they do what you tell them to do. Bree tells Waffles to sit, stand, and to lie down. Waffles does everything she says. Good dog, Waffles, says Bree. Oh, très bien, Waffles, I say. That's French for very good. Now, Frenchie will demonstrate the fancy part of the contest when dogs show off their special skills, I say. Ooh la la, I know Frenchie is going to do more than just good. He's going to be spectacular. I hold up a hoop and say, jump, Frenchie! But Frenchie doesn't jump. Instead, he barks and runs away. Wait, what? Stop, Frenchie! I shout. But he keeps running toward Mrs. Levine and her little dog, Jewel. He wants to play. But Jewel does not want to play. She wants to get away from Frenchie. It's okay, Jewel, Mrs. Levine says. Leap. Jewel jumps right into her arms. I apologize to Mrs. Levine. Sorry, Frenchie's just excited for our dog show today, I say. I grab Frenchie's collar, feeling embarrassed that he didn't listen to my commands. I tell Bree that Frenchie's had enough practice for now. Au revoir, I say. Bye, Nancy, says Bree. See you at the dog show. Oh, I wonder how it's going to go. I didn't want to tell Bree, but really, I just wanted to practice, which would be in private. Frenchie, I'm not sure you understand how important this dog show is for you, I say. If you want to win, you must be obedient. We decide to keep on practicing. I try giving Frenchie easy commands. Sit, stand, lie down, I say. But Frenchie doesn't do what I say. Instead, he gives me doggy kisses. Oh, Frenchie, I adore you too, I say. But doggy kisses won't win in the dog show. I see Frenchie looking at my hoop. Now I understand. Frenchie doesn't want to do those boring moves. Since he's a fancy dog, he wants to do fancy tricks. I hold the hoop and say, Frenchie, siete. That's French for leap. But Frenchie doesn't siete. Instead, he grabs the hoop in his mouth. He wants to play. This is bad, terrible, dreadful. If this is how Frenchie's going to behave, we will never win the dog show. But then the other contestants arrive. Let's do this, says Lionel, like he has brought his dog. Hash. Yeah, Waffles can't wait, says Bree. Rhonda and Wanda even brought a trophy for the winners. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh, do you think Frenchie's going to be the winner? Or Waffles? Oh, I wonder. Rhonda and Wanda go over the rules. To get this trophy, a dog must win both parts of the contest, obedience and special skills, Rhonda explains. The dog show will start in 5 minutes, says Wanda. I just don't understand, I tell Frenchie. Since I'm fancy, my dog should be fancy too. I am practically pouring my heart out to Frenchie, but instead of listening to me, he runs after Jewel again. Come back, I shout. Oh boy. Mrs. Levine sees Frenchie coming and says, Jewel, leap. Again, Jewel leaps right into her arms. Jewel is très fancy. If I had a dog like her, I'd win the dog show. Absolutely. Ooh la la, that gives me an idea. I asked Mrs. Levine if she will do me a favor. Of course, said Mrs. Levine. Anything for you, Nancy. The dog show begins. Where's Frenchie? Bree asks. I explain that Frenchie is indisposed. That's fancy for he can't make it. Luckily, Jewel can take his place. No way, says Lionel. I've seen Jewel do fancy tricks. Yeah, no fair, Nancy, says Bree. But Rhonda and Wanda say it's okay. A dog is a dog, so I can compete with Jewel. We start with part 1, obedience. We tell our dogs to sit, stand, and lie down. All the dogs do what we say, but Jewel is by far the most intelligent. Halfway through the competition, Rhonda and Wanda announce that Jewel and I are in the lead. Magnificent! We're winning, I tell Jewel. Do you want to give me doggy kisses to celebrate? But Jewel turns away, uninterested. She doesn't even want to cuddle. Now it's time for Jewel to show off her special skill. I'm almost 100% positive that once the judges see Jewel leap through the hoop, we'll win that trophy. I hold up the hoop for Jewel. But then I see Frenchie in the window. He looks really sad. I begin to miss Frenchie terribly. Oh, there's not a word fancy enough to describe how much I love him. I apologize to Jewel. You're a talented and fancy dog, I tell her. But my heart belongs to another. Frenchie, here, boy, I shout. Frenchie is so excited to hear me call his name that he runs out of the doggy door as fast as he can. I hold out my arms. I can't wait for us to embrace. That's fancy for hug. Wanda blows her whistle. Nah, Nancy, you can't show 2 dogs, she says. You're disqualified. Bree and Waffles win the dog show, says Rhonda. I don't care if we didn't win, I tell Frenchie. To me, you're still the best dog in the world. Frenchie just barks. I think that's dog for happy. And that's the end. Da-da-da. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? Wow. I thought for sure Nancy might win. But she didn't. But you know what? At the very end, she was okay with that because she still loved her dog, whether or not he won a trophy. He was still special to her. It is time for me to go, my friends, but before I do, I just want to encourage you to continue letting your light shine by being kind. Because in a world where we can be anything we want, please, please, please be kind. Because you see, if someone's having a terrible day and you show kindness to them, you could turn that day around. Or better yet, did you know that your kindness can actually impact someone for the rest of their lives? That would be absolutely incredible and amazing and wonderful, all wrapped up into one. Thanks again for stopping by. Until next time, take care of yourselves. God bless you. And always, always, always remember that this Nana right here loves you. Take care.